Coffee's getting cold while we sit here staring at each other. Strange how the dispute den makes enemies into dinner guests. You could have met me anywhere, your castle, Siled headquarters, some battlefield. Yet here we are, sharing a table like normal people. Almost makes me think you wanted to talk instead of fight for once.
Fighting you wastes time today, Rogers. Your shield stops my blasts, my armor stops your punches, and we both walk away having proven nothing. This place offers something better. The chance to speak without your friends, or my guards listening in.
I notice you always sit with your back to the wall. Old habit from growing up on the streets, or new caution from being a king. Funny how our childhood sticks with us. My days helping kids at summer camp still kick in whenever I see someone in trouble.
The streets taught me that the world throws away people it doesn't want. Your Brooklyn neighborhood taught you to fight bullies. We both learned early that strength protects what matters. The difference is how we use that strength.
I use mine to lift people up when they fall, carried wounded soldiers off battlefields, helped towns rebuild after disasters, showed up when folks needed hope more than muscle. You use yours to remake the world your way? When did you last help someone small, someone who couldn't pay you back?
Small help is wasted effort. When I cure a disease, millions benefit instead of one person. When I build new technology, whole countries advance. Your kind acts are nice but limited. I prefer solutions that actually matter. Why save one drowning person when you could get rid of the dangerous water forever?
Getting rid of the water changes everything else too. Sometimes the cure creates bigger problems than the original sickness. I've seen your tech gifts to other countries. They always come with ways for you to watch or control what happens next. Reed Richards warned me about hidden traps in your generosity.
Richards fears my success more than my motives. His warnings come from jealousy, not real worry. My gifts move the world forward while keeping me involved in global progress. Your gifts of hope and moral speeches also come with strings. People start waiting for Captain America to save them instead of saving themselves.
You're right about creating dependency through heroism. I worry about that myself, whether showing up makes people lazy or motivated. The difference is I try to teach by example, not by tricks. Gifts are designed to get specific results. Mine are offered freely with hope for the best.
Planned gifts prevent waste and misuse. Hope without direction leads to missed chances. I've watched poor countries struggle, while your charity groups argue about the right way to help. My way provides real solutions. Your way provides good feelings and endless delays.
Your solutions work great until they backfire. The Doom War taught me that your technology can be turned into weapons against the very people it was meant to help. When your gifts become tools for conquest, the original kindness becomes a lie. How do you tell the difference between real charity and long-term scheming?
Planning and charity serve the same goals when done right. The Doom War was needed to stop Richards from hogging all the good technology for himself. His selfishness would have kept progress locked away for his personal research. I freed those innovations for everyone to use.
Fast change often skips important steps. Laws, safety rules, ethical reviews, these take time for good reasons. Your rapid tech rollout skips safety checks that protect people from bad side effects. The Cosmic Cube mess proved that some power needs careful thought before anyone uses it.
The Cosmic Cube was stolen from me before I could study it properly. Your meddling stopped me from figuring out how to use it safely. Instead, it ended up with amateurs who nearly broke reality through stupidity. My careful planning would have prevented that disaster.
Even smart authority makes mistakes, but democratic systems can fix them through group thinking. When you're wrong about something, who tells you? Your advisors are scared to disagree. Your people need you to be perfect. Your enemies want you to fail rather than improve. Being isolated from honest criticism creates blind spots that even genius can't see.
Honest criticism comes from results, not opinions. My inventions either work or they don't. My policies either make things better or they don't. Reality gives better feedback than any advisor or voting committee. Your group wisdom gave the world mutant registration and superhero civil wars.
Those fights forced important talks about responsibility and oversight. Painful progress is still progress. Your reality-based feedback only shows immediate results, not long-term damage or moral problems. That time platform you built created time paradoxes we're still fixing decades later.
Time travel experiments require taking risks that weak minds can't handle. My time research has stopped 3 different world-ending futures from happening. Yes, there were problems, but the alternatives were much worse. Your moral worries would have let entire realities die while committees talked about proper procedures.
Saving reality through solo action sounds noble until you think about who gets to decide which realities deserve saving. You've rewritten history to erase timelines where you failed or died. How many possible futures did you destroy just because they didn't have Victor Von Doom as the star?
I kept timelines where progress and order won over chaos and failure. Personal survival mattered less than making sure civilization got the best outcomes. Your love of individual choice and slow democracy would have let inferior futures survive.
Inferior according to you alone. That's the real problem with everything you do, Victor. You might be brilliant, you might even be right most of the time, but you're still just one guy making choices that affect billions. Democracy might be messy and slow, but it includes more voices and big decisions.
More voices often means more confusion and weak compromises that please nobody. I have access to information and thinking power that beats any voting group. My choices are based on real data rather than emotional appeals or political games, which makes better leaders, informed kings, or ignorant crowds.
Informed kings assume the king has perfect information and perfect judgment. History's full of smart dictators who made terrible mistakes because they couldn't see their own flaws. Your information might be complete, but it's filtered through one mind with one set of blind spots. Sometimes the ordinary person sees what the genius misses.
Your faith in group thinking is sweet but foolish. Rogers, you've spent this entire conversation trying to convince a king to become a peasant. The coffee's gone cold, just like your chances of changing my mind. Enjoy your committees and voting booths. I'll be reshaping the world while you're still asking permission.